and breathe. It's so nice to feel the wind. I was going to do a video inside because it's probably less noisy, but I need some air, and I also want to talk to you guys, so I thought, well, let's just do it anyway. So bear with me, and if you hear lots of wind, I apologize. I need like a fancy microphone to plug into my phone for recording or something. Just wanted to do a quick check-in with you guys and be really real and honest about my life, because I always am. And I just wanted to let you all know that I'm going through such a huge transition both in my career and in my personal life right now. And I posted yesterday on my personal profile, which I haven't really been using, but I have been a little bit more lately. I posted yesterday about the fact that everything that's kind of coming to fruition in my life right now is stuff that I have desired and worked for many years of my life, if not my whole life. And I just really want to talk about the fact that it still comes with fear, and even when things are really going right, there's still fear, and I want people to know that. And I'm not coming from a place of like, I need you to understand me, but rather I want you to know that, so that if you're going through the same thing now, or if you do go through this in the future, that you know that it's normal. Because I just feel like I don't really see many people talking openly about calling their fear out and calling out the bullshit. Because fear is not always real. There are times where obviously fear is very real, and one of my mentors, Maston Kip, talks about this, how there's life or death, fight or flight fear that we need, and it keeps us alive. And if you go to a dark alleyway and you see someone with a gun, like, you're gonna have fear come up, and you should probably listen to that instinct. We have gut instincts that we need to honor and listen to, but you know, if you are self-aware at all, you know that if you are on the right path, the more you go down that road of doing what you love and following your dreams and meeting souls that align with yours and stuff like this, if you are starting to feel like a fuller sense of gratification in your life, it's going to come with fear. And it doesn't mean you're on the wrong path at all. If anything, it's an indicator that you're growing, and it's an indicator that you're going in the right way. And so one of the sayings that I've heard that I really like is that fear is a compass showing you the way, and it's showing you where to go and where you need to step into. So for me right now, that is like majorly coming up in my life. And if you have followed any of my recent posts, then you know that I have finally found a producer that I genuinely have so much love and respect for. And I have worked so hard and gone through so many people that were wrong for me and that were not good matches for me, on like a professional level in terms of production. And if you go through something for 2 or 3 years where you're constantly meeting people that are telling you to be something other than yourself, you start to just lose a little bit of hope and faith that the right person is out there, and that people are out there, not just one person, but that there are people out there that want to support you in who you are genuinely. And I didn't lose complete faith, obviously. Like, I've always believed that if you have a little tiny bit of faith, like even if it's just the size of a mustard seed, that is enough to help you manifest and experience what it is that you want to experience. And so I have always kept the faith, but I've gone through so many challenging situations over the past 2 or 3 years specifically. I mean, in my whole life I've gone through a lot of challenging situations that have rattled me to my core, but especially the past 2 or 3 years, like moving out of my hometown of Sudbury to Montreal. And I just dealt with hell. It was hell. If you don't know, it was hell for the most part, personally and professionally. And I was triggered to my core in every possible situation. If I could be triggered, I was triggered. And I left almost a year ago, and I went to Los Angeles, and I went to Toronto, and I went to Collingwood, and I came back to Sudbury, released Unspoken, my new single, and did all these things. And I've kind of been traveling all over the place. And it's been really difficult for me to find a new home and where I want to be, because I obviously really love the West Coast, and that is definitely my home and always has been my home, and it will be my home. But I have to go with the unraveling of this, and my life is unraveling perfectly, and I have to trust that and trust in divine time and all this stuff like everyone else has to. But a lot of things have been leading me to Toronto. And that comes with a lot for me because, you know, I have resistance and I have fear, and not because it's the wrong choice. If anything, everything is showing me that this is where I really need to go and step into right now, but I can't figure out all the details in one day. So I have to breathe and go with the flow and see where my life takes me. And that doesn't mean I'm never going to move to the West Coast, and it doesn't mean I won't be working there either. But there are things that I need to go follow in Toronto, and I need to record my new album there. All the birds are singing, saying, yes, yes, you need to go do this. That's my translation. I don't know what they're actually saying. So I just wanted to check in quickly with you guys and let you know that it's not always about the final destination, and I've talked about this before and I'll say it again. The journey does matter, and I know that's cliche to say, but it's really, really the truth. And if we're not enjoying the journey of our life, then what the heck are we doing here? We can't keep waiting for X, Y, and Z to happen, or for us to like finally win that award, or to, you know, we can't put our happiness in the future, and we also can't keep going over the past in our head, because I've had so much past fear and shit in my head lately that has nothing to do with my current reality at all. At all. Because everything in my reality right now is shifting so dramatically. But before I can really step into this new reality of mine that I've dreamed of and that I've worked so hard for and to get to, before I can fully step into it, I really have to do like a life inventory, if you will, and do a review of where have I been and what was the lesson, and can I take love and a lesson from that and move forward and forgive myself for what I've been through and the hell that I've been through, and forgive the people that put me through that. Because in the grand scheme of things, you know, from a higher perspective, I'm going to choose to see that they were here helping me to learn and grow. And I played some sort of role in their journey as well. And it's so much easier said than done to say these things, because letting go of the feeling is really, really difficult. It's really difficult. But this is what I have music for. So this is what my new single, my next single, is going to be about. And it's recorded and it's going to be coming out, I would say, within the next month. I still have a lot of work to do on it in terms of like the back end work and getting it prepared and getting ready to do press interviews and maybe a little press tour. It's absolutely like my favorite song I've ever written, that I've ever recorded. And huge shout out to Bill, my producer, because he really like had the perfect space for me to let go and kind of yell and be angry and get out some pent up emotions and to be free. And this is what my new music is all about. So I'm continuing to write. I have more than an album's worth of songs ready to go. I've been applying to grants and all of this kind of stuff. But I'm continuing to write because I'm going through a lot of emotions right now, as I said, from my past that I need to clear and let go of. And it sounds so silly that, you know, when you start to get in alignment with the life that you want to live and you start meeting people that really resonate with you, why that would be so scary. Because if you've wanted it for so long and it feels right in your gut, you know, why is my mind freaking out so much? But it's part of the process and part of the journey, and it is what it is. And I have to allow myself to go inside and to look at some of my past pain and some stuff that I haven't really forgiven myself for and other people for, and I have to just have compassion and try to love myself for my darkness. And yes, I do have darkness. Everybody does, you know, like I try to be light and be love, but I can only take light out of situations if I have the courage to face the darkness, and sometimes I have to do that, and this is one of those times. So I'm gonna go. I've been blabbing on for a little bit too long now. I just wanted to check in with you guys and keep you updated on where things are standing. And I think I am going to do the pre-order package for the single, so stay tuned for that, because I'm going to be posting that within the next few weeks. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can check out the previous video that I did last week or the week before, and I was talking about the pre-order package and what's going to be available. So I hope you guys are doing well, and if you're going through a transition like me, Lord help you. May you be surrounded with positive people that see through your shit and call you out on your shit, and may you have the courage to go within and feel everything that you need to feel and to let it go. Have a great day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.